Hello, good morning. Today we are discuss connecting devices and virtual labs. First, we are to define what are connecting devices. Connecting devices are used to connect hosts together to make a network or connect network together to make an internet. The connecting devices operates in 5 different layers. First is the passive hub, the repeater or hub, the bridge or two-layer switch, router or the three-layer switch, and the gateway. Yung mga nasa gilid, yun yung layers of operation nila. First, what are passive hub? Passive hub is just a connector. It connects the wires coming from different branches. Yung passive hub, ano siya, part siya ng media, tapos naglalay siya sa below ng physical layer. Doon sa baba ng physical layer. Ito yung example ng hub. Yung hub kasi, halimbawa may sinend. Ayan, may sinend. Tapos, yung kailangan niya pumunta dun sa port B. Kaso, pag hub kasi, parang hindi siya nag-iisip. Kaya, isesend niya lahat sa port B, sa port C, sa port D. Pero di ba sa port B lang siya kailangan? Kaya, yung port B lang yung magme-maintain. Tapos yung sa port C and D, di-discard lang nila yung frame. Ito.
Okay, so my friend sir, I'm going to discuss about a repeater. So, here is a device operates only in the physical layer. So, it only receives a signal, and before it becomes too weak or corrupted, regenerates the original one. So, ito yung makikita nyo sa likod ng mga LAN module. Sa bahay nyo, makikita nyo yung connections niyan, bawat isa. So, ang ginagawa niya, nire-repeat lang niya yung signal. Okay? So, if the frame is too weak or corrupted, then i-regenerate lang niya para ma-receive na ibang port. So, makikita nyo dito, segment 1 to segment 2. So, in order na makarating yung frame papunta sa segment 2, dadaan muna siya kay repeater. So, para mas maganda or mas hindi siya corrupted, so i-regenerate ang repeater papunta sa segment 2. So, ito yung example sa mga LAN module na makikita natin kahit sa mga bahay-bahay at sa computer shops. So, yun. So, ito yung function actually. Makikita nyo dito sa graph na yung corrupted signal after na magdaan sa repeater, re-regenerate niya, tapos ang ma-receive ng other end is a perfectly good signal or a frame. Although it's not an amplifier, so take note of that. Okay, next is the bridges. So they both operate in the physical and the data link. So ito rin, regenerates the signal it receives. Tapos, okay, ito. Let's pick an example. Katulad ito. So, nagpun muna ako sa inyo. Makikita nyo dito na two LANs are connected by a bridge. If a frame nesting for station 712P 134 56142, which is this one, arrives at port 1, the bridge consults its table. So, gagawa siya ng table, katulad niya, to find the departing port. So, according to the table, yung LAN na yun, na 712B, leaves through port 1. So, if the frame is sent to port 1, ito-drop na niyan. Kasi syempre, sinend mo na nga dito, ibabalik mo pa dito, bakit mo pa siya, i-forward, and nandito ka na. So, in the other hand, if the frame for 712B arrives at port 2, kung nanggaling siya dito, i-forward pa niya ng bridge. So sa dalawang cases na yan, if nanggaling sa port 1, ang mangyayari, walang traffic. Okay? Walang traffic kasi nanggaling dito eh. Pero pag nanggaling siya sa port 2, magkakaroon ng traffic syempre. Kasi, i-forward pa ni bridge papunta sa port 1 para makarating dito. Okay? Next, ito pa isang example. Tatlong ports. So, when a station A sends a frame to station D, the bridge does not have an entry. Ito. Nakita niyo dito, wala pa siyang entry. So, for either D or A. So, the frame goes out from all three ports. Kaka-explain lang din yan kanina na once na magta-try mag-send out ng frame isang PC or LAN, it will send out all the data from the three ports. So, mangyayari niyan, once na nag-send out na siya ng data, aaralin ngayon ni bridge kung alin yung merong source address na katulad ng station A. So, malalaman niya kung nasaan yung station A by just sending frames. So, sending frames from all over the ports. So, ang mangyayari niyan, alam na niya ngayon. Kasi nga, nalaman niya, pagka-send niya, dumaan siya ng port 1, tapos nakita niya yung source address ni A. Right. So, next one, kung magsisend tayo sa, or if the station E sends a frame to station A, the bridge has an entry for A. Meron na tayong entry for A, so it forwards the frame only to port 1. So, walang flooding kasi alam na niya eh. So, in addition, it uses the source address of the frame E to add to the second entry to the table. So, after niya mag-send, pupunta sa A, since alam niya na E yun, ay alam niya na next na si E, so makikita niya sa source address na si E ay port 3. So, i-add niya ngayon sa address niya. So, kung makikita nyo, after mag-send ni E dito, nalaman ni bridge na E yun. And since na may data na tayo sa A1, hindi na niya kailangan mag-flag papunta sa C and D. So, yun. So, next, if station B sends a frame to C, the bridge has no entry for C. So, wala pa eh. Dito, makikita niyo wala tayong entry sa C, sa LAN 2. So, once again, ipa-flag niya kasi kailangan niya alamin. Since meron na siyang data for B, which LAN 1, wala pa siya data actually, pero since ang sender natin is P, kailangan natin alamin kung nasaan yung C. So, magsisend ulit siya ng data sa lahat para malaman niya kung anong source address ni C. And then, it repeats the process. So, ang pinagkaiba niya dito is that wala pa tayong data ni P. Kaya nag-flag pa. Okay? Next. So, loop problem. So, makikita nyo dito. Makikita nyo dito yung problem sa loop address. So, yan, wala pa siyang address. So, as I discussed earlier, mag-send out. And then, magkakaroon siya ng data. 2 copies. After that, ang mangyayari, mag-repeat siya. Kasi, pabalik-balik yung data. And it has no data regarding the LAN 2. So, hindi siya makakapag-send ng, ipa-flood niya na ipa-flood yung buong network kasi hindi niya malaman kung nasan si D. So, yan yung problema pagka may problema tayo sa loop. So, next is spanning tree.
Spanning tree. Dito sa spanning tree, define mo natin kung ano yung spanning tree. Sa spanning tree, ano siya, dapat walang loop. Maghahanap ka ng connection ng LAN to different LANs na isa lang dapat. Parang isa lang beses siya pupunta doon. Ayun, parang dinescribe dito na no loop. Yun lang ibig sabihin ng spanning tree. Ito, makikita niyo dun sa taas, yun yung actual system. Yung connection ng bridge and LAN. 4 yung LAN, tapos 5 yung bridge. Tapos dito, makikita natin dito, from bridge to LAN, 1. Tapos, from LAN to bridge, 0. Bali kung bridge to LAN, 1 yun. Tapos, gagawin lang natin yun sa lahat hanggang makita natin, hanapin natin kung ano yung root bridge. Ito. Kasi kailangan natin hanapin yung shortest path sa spanning tree. And yan, first step, select the root bridge. Since yung B1, di ba puro 0 lang dun, yun yung piniling root bridge. Tapos, hanapin yung shortest path nun papunta sa different LAN and bridge. Ito yung B1, papunta sa LAN 1. Tapos yung B1, papunta sa B2, B1, papunta sa LAN 3. Tapos continue lang yun hanggang sa mag-form to. Ayan. Bali ba't ganyan? Bakit nawala yung mga linya na iba? Ang tawag doon, blocking. Binlock niya yung connection ng LAN 4 sa LAN 3. Tignan nyo. Yung LAN 4, isang beses na lang siya dadaan sa LAN 3. Bali, kailangan niyang gumanon. Hindi na kailangan ng ganun. Kaya tinanggal. Yan. Next, router.
Okay, so here I am about to discuss the router. So a router has a physical and logical address for its interfaces. So yon. And a router is a three-layer device that routes packets based on their logical addresses. So host to host. So yan yung makikita natin sa mga Wi-Fi. Ano, kineme. So mga LAN. So as discussed earlier, ito isa sa mga klase ng LAN. So a router changes the source and destination to data layer addresses of the packet when it forwards. So next, gateway.
Gateway. Ano yung gateway? Yung gateway, normally a computer that operates in all 5 layers of the internet or 7 layers of OSI model. Yung gateway, yung sa different layers kanina, siya yung pang-5. Tapos, ino-operate siya dun sa 5 layer. Gateway takes an application message, reads it, and interprets it. So it can be used as a connecting device between two internet networks that use different models. Gateways can provide security. Tapos in some textbooks, the term gateway and router are used interchangeably. Next, two types of define muna natin ano yung backbone networks. Backbone network allows several LANs to be connected. In a backbone network, no station is directly connected to the backbone. The stations are part of a LAN and the backbone connects the LANs. Ayan, mayroon tayong dalawang types ng backbone. The bus backbone and the star backbone. First, ano yung bus backbone? Sa bus backbone, yung ginagamit niya na backbone, yung bus, ayan o, yung gitna. Bus yung nagko-connect doon sa bridges and LANs. Tapos, it is usually used as a distribution backbone to connect different buildings in an organization. Ayan, a good example of one that connects single or multi-floor buildings or a campus. Next naman yung star backbone. Kung makapansin nyo, yung star backbone naman, ginagamit niya, switch yung ginagamit niya pang-connect ng mga LAN. Star backbones are mostly used in distribution backbone inside a building. Ayan. Sometimes sinatawag siyang collapse or switch backbone. Yan, virtual LAN.
Okay. So next is virtual LAN. So, makikita naman natin dito na ang definition is a logical subnetwork that can group together a collection of devices from different physical LANs. So as discussed earlier, virtual LAN is parang yung discuss natin kanina. So a station is considered part of a LAN if it physically belongs to that LAN. So, makikita natin yung sa mga computer shop like sasaksak nilang ganon. Pag nasa isang LAN siya, may isang box, so ibig sabihin nun, isang LAN yun, isang station. So, VLANs are also bring additional security benefits kasi isang isang network. Hindi siya naano sa ibang network, so nagre-rely lang siya sa sarili ng network, so there's no way for others to connect. And and we can define virtual local area network as a local area network configured by software, not by physical wiring. So here, the figure shows a switch LAN in an engineering firm in which 10 stations are grouped into 3 LANs that are connected by a switch. So this one is an example for us to better understand how a LAN works. So this one is LAN, a virtual LAN. So what would happen if the administrators needed to move engineers from their groups? So makikita nyo dito na group 1, group 2, group 3, they are physically connected to the switch. Okay? Yun yung problema sa LAN. Physically connected sila sa switch. So if you need to move the engineers from other groups, you need to rewire. So kailangan natin alisin yan, lipat natin dito. Alisin yan, lipat natin doon. So yun yung problema sa LAN. Okay? So next, this one is the virtual LAN software. So makikita natin dito na the popular idea of VLAN technology is to divide LAN into logical segments instead of physical. So ibig sabihin, it relies on software, not hardware. No need for wiring. So they're connected in a single module right there, but they can be grouped in different ways, like virtual LAN 1, virtual LAN 2, and virtual LAN 3. So you just need to configure the computer in which, or the module in which they can just adjust which VLAN they want. So there's no need for rewiring. That's the difference between the LAN and the virtual LAN. So here, if a station moves from virtual LAN 1 to VLAN 2, it only receives broadcast messages sent to VLAN 2, and there is no need to change the physical configuration. So yeah. Next, yung kanina, discuss ni Daniel yung tungkol sa backbone switch. So para siyang LAN, na virtual LAN. Okay? Since these two switches is connected physically to the backbone switch, but the switch A and switch B is using a virtual LAN software. So just as I said earlier, it just need a software configuration to choose which VLAN you can use. So here in the backbone switch, you can actually expand the area or the number of computers that you can have, or number of stations. So it even allows the grouping of stations connected to different switches in a VLAN. So yun. So just yeah. Next.
Next naman ay membership. What characteristics can be used to group stations in a VLAN? First, yung interface numbers. It uses switch interface numbers as membership characteristic. Example, the administrator can define the stations connecting to ports 1, 2, 3, and 7 belong to V1, VLAN 1. Stations connecting to ports 4, 10, and 12 belong to VLAN 2, and so on. Sunod naman, MAC address. It uses 48-bit MAC address as a membership characteristic. Example, the administrator can stipulate the stations having MAC addresses E213, 42, A1, 23, 34, and F2A1, 23, BCD, 341 belong to VLAN 1. Parang ibig sabihin lang doon, yung MAC address nila, parang member siya ng VLAN 1. That's IP address. Use the 32-bit IP address as a membership characteristic. Dito naman, the administrator can stipulate that stations having IP addresses 181342367, yung mga IP address na yan, nagbe-belong siya sa VLAN 1. Parang siya naman, yung membership niya, ang ginagamit niya ay IP address. Next naman yung multicast IP address. Use the multicast IP address as a membership characteristic. Multicasting at the IP layer is now translated to multicasting at the data link layer. Next naman yung combination. Allows all these characteristics to be combined. The administrator can choose one or more characteristics when installing the software. In addition, the software can be configured to change the settings. Last na yung configuration.
Okay. So here we can see three types of configuration. So how are the station grouped into different VLANs? So first is manual configuration. So yon, the network administrator uses the VLAN software, then he manually adjusts the conditions of the VLAN. So yeah, logical and not physical configuration. And the term manually here means that the administration types the port numbers. So as I said earlier, he adjusts manually the conditions of the ports so that the VLAN or the stations can be connected in his own will. So next is automatic configuration. So here, as the word says, automatic, the stations are automatically connected. So there is no need for an administrator for to manually adjust the software to connect different stations. So the criteria is defined by, it's already defined by the administrator, so there's no need for him to connect it manually. For example, the administrator can define the project number as the criterion for being a member of a group. So when a user changes projects, he or she is automatically migrates to a new VLAN. So yeah, it's automatic. And then next is semi-automatic. So this one includes an administrator and a given criterion. So a semi-automatic configuration is somewhere between manual and it's somewhere between automatic configuration. So usually the initializing is done manually with migrations done automatically. So example is like that. The first one, new member. Yes, when the user changes projects, he or she automatically migrates to a new VLAN. So that is automatic. And the initializing, which is, let's say, the administrator wants or dislikes the person, he can manually adjust if he will accept the new person in the project. So that's all. Thank you for listening. And here is my other group mate. And thank you.
Thank you.